against Mr. Chung. Lower round 2, match 2. Here we go. Pre-ban. What is it going to be? I wonder if anyone's going to pre-ban Mr. Chung, Kitin Dashing, or Praha, just out of respect, you know? But if Eric watched the previous match, he might pre-ban the segment. Because that's where the fastest Swift set is. Thinking about it, I wonder if Eric's gonna realize what's gonna be the best pre-ban. It's gonna be a Zibala and the Light Twin Angel pre-ban, one of Eric's most drafted monster, together with the Okeano. So first pick for Mr. Chung, is it gonna be the Water Twin Angel? It's gonna be Oliver. First pick for Mr. Chung. So what is gonna be the answer here? Are we seeing the Water Twin Angel and Okeanos getting picked up early by ERIC.B? Or is he gonna entirely switch his playstyle back to Chandra Cigar for this one? Okeanos has been seeing so much action recently. It's gonna be Chandra and it's gonna be Okeanos. The AoE stun, the big damage. Very solid when enemy don't draft a lot of passive and cleanse and healing. And the answer for Okeanos will be the segment for the turn 1 strip and the Prague getting locked in. This is probably Mr. Chung's favorite core team, featuring a lot of control, heal, support. Not a lot of damage though, but with defense from segment and additional damage artifact coming out from Praha, still going to be very solid. And the answer for Eric is going to be the Berg heal, Light Evo, and the Smicer getting last pick here. We have a Gianna Fire Barrier getting locked in as well. Very solid core coming out from Mr. Chung already. A lot of turn 1 pressure, but not forgetting a lot of heal and defense break in between. Are we seeing another speed lead coming out from ERIC.B? Are we seeing a passive counterplay, let's say a Tetra or Veramos, to deal with the last 2 pick coming out from Mr. Chung? It's going to be a Chow getting picked up by ERIC.B. Passive indeed, but very aggressive at the same time with the big damage on the skill too. I think it's going to be an Oliver ban. It's going to be a Light Evo ban coming out from these 2 players. Mr. Chung, no speed lead, but high base speed. Meanwhile, ERIC.B with speed lead and very, very tanky, annoying passive. Firebite has to do a lot of hard carry here for the damage early on and maybe take out the Smicer quickly. Person belong to the segment with the high base speed, going for the strip reset. She needs to get this one done on the Okeanos. Can she get it done? She will get it done onto the Okeanos, which means Gianna will have a very good time bombing and stunning the enemy. Gianna coming in after with the bomb and AoE stun, drop it onto the Okeanos. Okeanos can actually return the bomb, but he cannot now because of the AoE stun. Chandra getting a violent pro out of the stun, having all skill available to himself. Gonna go for the protection onto the Okeanos and maybe a skill 1 stun on the Fire Bayak. Is he looking for a skill 1 stun? No, he's gonna go for the attack by boost. And oh my god, that Smicer, even though being stunned, beautifully strip and silence the Fire Bayak for 2 turns, which means even if the Fire Bayak get a violent proc, it cannot heal itself. But Praha will. Praha's gonna go for the heal and the speed buff and the sleep on the entire enemy team. But that will block the segment from AoE defense break right now. So the target is gonna be the Smicer being the main threat for Mr. Chung to take care of. Gianna looking for a target. That's going to be the Smicer. Everyone is going for the Smicer. The 2-turn silence way too strong. And here we go. Silence onto the segment. Goodbye to AoE defense break. Bomb stun available as well. We may say goodbye to the Bayak turn. Bayak's going to get bomb stun. Chow getting a turn. And that's going to be damage onto the Gianna. Not looking good for Mr. Chung at all, because all his control is making him very hard to kill anyone. And the moment the Gianna go down, Chow's gonna be very, very scary. Chow's getting scarier by every single turn this game takes. Because at the end game, Mr. Chung doesn't really have a lot of damage against the Chow. Smicer's gonna go down. Finally, Mr. Chung effort finally paid off. The Smicer's gonna go down, but Okeanos has been unchecked for quite a while now, which means he has potential to go for the big AoE stun. Chandra, big damage onto the Gianna. Can this Gianna be saved by the Praha? Praha being silenced for 2 turns. Cannot even heal the Gianna in time. Praha going for the damage. Bomb. Oh my god, it's Fire Bayak from Mr. Chung. He might have to change his name to Mr. Bayak at this point, because this guy is hard carrying him so much. Big heal onto the Gianna. Huge damage onto the Okeanos. Now moving on to the skill 2 Justice onto the Gianna. Take down the Gianna. Not looking for Mr. Chung. Even with that crucial violent proc, it might not be enough to bring back the Chao's not being protected by the Chandra. AoE slow debuff from the Chandra. Chao's moving very soon here. Silence from the Bayek. Trying to put that on to the Chandra, get the silence, but that doesn't really matter. Chao would now go straight for the Praha, because the moment Praha go down, I think it's pretty much over Mr. Chung. He's thinking about it. He's going for the Bayek instead. He's more scared of the Bayek defense break and damage. Charming voice on, trying to take away the Justice. Could not take it away. Chao destroy the Fire Bayek. AoE sleep. Doesn't matter because Chao's about to move. This will have to take away the skill of the Chandra. Chandra, no more skill available, but Chandra skill 1 is also really good. Big damage from the Chao skill 1 as well. Chandra skill 1 doing solid damage. Violent Praha as well. Solid damage onto the Praha. And you cannot stop. Justice is getting served, and it's going to be served very cold here onto the Praha. GG. Praha's going to go down as well. ERIC.B will take game 1. Very good Chao last pick from ERIC.B. Proved to be the biggest threat after all. Here we go. Round 2 between ERIC.B and Mr. Chung. What is going to be the pre-ban this time? Is it going to be the Oliver pre-ban? But I think ERIC.B would love to pick Oliver and Okeanos together as well. What is it going to be? Because I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of LD farm to pre-ban. But Berghill is a solid pre-ban all the time. Okeanos and Gianna pre-ban coming from these two players. No more Okeanos for ERIC. First pick for ERIC though. Is it going to be Oliver? Is he going to steal Oliver away from Mr. Chung? Or is he going to stick with the Chandra? It's going to be a cigar first pick for ERIC. Taking a very common first pick right here. Stealing unit from Mr. Chung. But Mr. Chung can still go for the Oliver segment that he's very used to. Or he can go for the Chandra segment. A different angle. But no, it's going to go for the Oliver Praha. A very different approach compared to every other player in the current meta. But that would not scare ERIC at all. He's going to go for the good old Chandra and the Light Twin Angel for the strip and pushback. And he can follow up with a Ciara after this as well. Very solid win rate, but not very commonly used because it's a rare LD5, one of the newer LD5 as well. So it's going to be very hard for everyone to be using this unit compared to, you know, Cigar. The answer is going to be Ciara coming up for Mr. Chung. Maybe he's going to steal the Ciara and the segment for the turn 1 reset pressure. What is going to be the next 2 pick here? It's going to be Berkey getting picked up by ERIC for the turn 1. Taking away the turn 1 off the segment very easily right there. But he definitely needs another speed lead. And without Oliver Ciara, does he have anyone left for the speed lead? He is not going to go for a speed lead, and he's going to go for a Smicer last pick. Very solid too when enemy doesn't have immunity. Granted, your Smicer is going to be alive after turn 1. So I think it might be a Marsha or Kitian Dashing last pick for Mr. Chung here. And looking like a very solid last pick. He definitely needs a big AoE. I wonder which color. Oh my god, it's going to be an AoE, but it's going to be a very fast AoE. It's going to be the Ethna being last pick here. So maybe it's going to be a ban onto the Berghill. And with Ethna and Sekhmet, he's going to take a very comfortable turn 1 to control the enemy. And I think ERIC has to ban out one of the high base speed unit. But no, it's going to ban out the Praha. Berghill's going to ban. So Mr. Chung will take his turn 1, but he will not have any heal. Which means if RNG doesn't swing his way, he might be in a big trouble. Here we go. Ethna, free damage, turn 1, no fire unit. And it's going to be an easy stun onto the Smicer or the Light Twin Angel. Which one's going to get stunned here? It is going to be the stun on the Smicer. Now, Sekhmet, you need to perform Segment's gonna go for the strip reset. Get the reset onto the Cigar. Looking really good for Mr. Chung right now. But there's a strip and attack by pushback from the Light Twin Angel, and that's gonna allow the Smicer to silence somebody. And Smicer is very, very good at pissing you off. Here comes the slow. Here comes the Chandra getting another turn right there. Maybe a stun onto somebody. Skill 1, no stun. The guard being reset, but Provoke is still here from the skill 1. And that's going to be on the Ciara. Beautiful silence on the Ciara, but no violent prop for Smicer. Oliver will have the chance to go for the skill 3 here. Skill 3 onto the Twin Angel. Ethna's about to take a turn as well with a beautiful AoE defense break. That's going to be a lot of damage. What if Ethna gets stunned onto the face by the Chandra? There's a small chance it might happen. It is small, but it's still going to be here. No stun from the Chandra. The nerf stun to the skill 1 is very, very noticeable here. Skill 1 available from the Ethna. Damage going to be onto the Cigar. Oliver with skill 2 available, but he can only control 1 unit. And Smicer is about to take a turn, and that is going to be very, very scary. Could not take away the attack from the Chandra. Chandra is going to get a turn right there with skill 1, doing good damage onto the Ethna. The lack of healing from Mr. Chung Praha is very significant at this point because he's not exactly killing the enemy. Meanwhile, enemy is definitely killing him instead. Smicer getting a turn, silence onto the Segment. Bomb available to drop onto the Ciara or the Oliver. Oliver eating the bomb, and Ciara is about to take a turn, but Ethna's going to go down. Ciara need to bomb somebody here. Here's a perfect opportunity for Ciara to get that bomb out, but she is being silenced at the moment. Ciara will not get that crucial turn. Oliver will not get a turn as well. Looking really, really bad for Mr. Chung at the moment. He needs to get that Ciara bomb out, but he could not. Ciara would now be the target of everyone on the enemy team. Cigar with the skill 2. Get the defense back. Ciara bomb available. Cigar could not provoke this Ciara. Dropping the bomb onto the Smicer. Detonate onto the enemy team. Beautiful take down the Smicer. Could not get a lot of attack bar from the enemy though. Light Twin Angel moving with the skill 2, with the attack bar. Ciara is going to go down. Oliver is going to be stunned by the bomb from the Smicer earlier. Suddenly, Mr. Chung found his room, his window opportunity, but the window is slowly shutting down once again. ERIC.B will take game 2. That Ciara moment, it almost brought back the game for Mr. Chung. Alright, pre-ban's gonna be the Light Evo and the Zibala. 2 high base speed unit, 2 turn 1 contest unit, and first pick will be for Mr. Chung. And the first pick will be the Oliver once again for Mr. Chung. Pretty solid standard first pick for Mr. Chung right there, leading into this the Segment and the Praha. Meanwhile, we might be seeing the Chandra Okeanos once again coming out from ERIC. It's going to be the Chandra. That's going to be the Okeanos, the good old team that he's relying so much on in this tournament. And over there, we are seeing the Segment getting picked up as well. And even though it is predictable, Praha is a solid pick for the core team of Mr. Chung. So now, will ERIC go for the turn 1 or the Smicer turn 2 once again? And will Mr. Chung finally pick up something to counter the Smicer? Because the bomb and the silence is just too strong against Mr. Chung core team. Yep, same draft. Because it worked before, it's going to work again. So what's going to be the counterplay for Mr. Chung here? He definitely needs to pick up something to deal with the stun and the debuff from the enemy. What is it going to be for Mr. Chung? It's going to be Gianna. It's going to be Keaton dashing. He will take the control position. And right now, what is ERIC going to do? A Juno last pick is going to be great for him. But he's going to go for that. Or he's going to go for another speed lead and try to outspeed instead. But outspeeding a Segment, it's not going to be that simple though. He definitely needs a speed lead and Swift unit in the same draft. And I don't think he has that available at the moment. Unless he take out a Wedget out of nowhere. Oh, very interesting. We have an Ongyoki last pick right there. A amazing unit to utilize the Gianna stun for some quick and easy damage. And I think that's going to be the ban on the Oliver. And if Eric let the Speed Lead and the Light Twin Angel go through, I mean, if Mr. Chung let it through, no, both Speed Leads going to go away. And the first one will definitely belong to the segment. But remember, guys, segment. It is segment. We've been there before. We tried to use his unit many times. We watched Obabo use segment. We were like, I can do that too. Can she work? Here we go. Segment going in hard with a skill 3. She needs to get that Light Twin Angel skill or else it's going to be really bad. She did it. Segment did not fumble the bag in this round. So no AoE strip, which means Gianna is going to be free to do a lot of work here. Oh, the attack bar again. The attack bar from the Light Twin Angel allowed the Okeanos to take a turn, but he could not do it. Okeanos was about to do the same thing the segment did, but failed in the process. And here we go. Big stun, huge bomb. And the attack bar pushback is going to come out of this as well. But remember, the Smicer doesn't care about the CC that you're putting on him. And Ongyoki is definitely going to take a turn soon. Here we go. Giant's Net dropping the attack bar. Missed the Ongyoki. Silence onto the segment. Ongyoki with a skill 1 available. Defense break into a violent proc. Very bad for Mr. Chung. He's going to go for the skill 2 instead. Doing some solid damage. Not something that will scare Mr. Chung though. But definitely some good damage. And now the Ongyoki is going to be the target for the Praha damage combined with the Gianna as well. Or nothing. Huge stun onto the enemy team. Get a violent proc after that. Ongyoki getting another turn. But with attack break, he won't be able to do that damage that he should. Skill 1. Violent proc, but the attack break is so strong. He could have killed, but he couldn't. Because the attack break completely took away the Ongyoki damage. Bomb onto the Smicer. Beautiful turn. Almost gonna take... Oh my god, that Smicer silence took away the Praha healing. But right now, it's not over yet for Mr. Chung because the monkey is about to take a turn. And Okeanos gonna get stunned. Smicer gonna get stunned. There's nothing that ERIC.B can do. Big debuff onto the entire enemy team. The bomb's gonna definitely hurt a lot after this. If only that Okeanos actually reset the monkey. No proc coming out from ERIC.B. And that might be GG. 1 unit down, 2 unit down. And that is done. Mr. Chung will take game 3. It's not over for Mr. Chung just yet. Round 4 between ERIC.B and Mr. Chung. What is it going to be? It is going to be the Light Twin Angel and the Gianna pre-ban. First pick for ERIC.B. Is he going to steal the Oliver away from Mr. Chung? Because one of the easiest way to shake the enemy is to steal his core team. He's definitely considering it instead of going with the Okeanos once again. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to take the Oliver? Wow. He had that the entire time. And he never really bring it out. But he is going to be using the Laura first pick here against Mr. Chung. Mr. Chung doesn't really care. He's going to go with the same thing that he did that worked out for him last game. That's going to be the Oliver and the Praha. So we have the Cigar picked up here. Definitely going to be followed up with a Chandra potentially. No, it's going to be a Hagen to counter the Praha. And also blocking the enemy from using Hagen to counter his Laura. Segment getting picked up for the skill reset onto the Cigar and the Laura. He definitely need a damage dealer here though. I wonder which one is going to go for. No more Gianna this time. So he might need to pick up a Ciara potentially. It's gonna be the Kitian Dasheng for the AoE control. Not bad. But the entire team is a bit vulnerable to anti-stun or AoE cleanse But ERIC.B is going to go for the Devaraya for the AoE provoke and slow. But how's he going to counter the reset coming out from Mr. Chung? That's a whole lot of skill reset. And it seems like he's eating them willingly. Smicer getting last pick right there. Very solid unit. But without any attack bar support, might not be good for Smicer. A win robo last pick from Mr. Chung will be very, very intense for ERIC. But does he have one ready to go? Or maybe even a Sonya last pick to one-shot the Smicer. Of all things, he's going to take Okeanos last pick to show ERIC that he can use Okeanos as well. So maybe it's gonna be a Heigang ban, it's gonna be a Praha ban. Mr. Chung lost the AoE strip, but still have 2 single target strip for the Laura and the Devaraya respectively. But then ERIC has 4 AoE unit. 4! Yes, Smicer is an AoE unit in my book. So 2 single target reset might not be the best idea. And you might miss as well. Here we go, guys. First turn for Mr. Chung with the strip reset from the segment. Landed on the Devaraya. Okeanos need to do the same thing. Gonna go for the skill 2 onto the... Who? Yep, Okeanos following the footstep from previous game. Missed the reset onto the cigar. And right now, Mr. Chung will have to eat 3 AoE attack coming out from ERIC.B. First one, it's gonna be the Laura. She might Violent Proc as well, who knows? Just as I said, Laura, very, very good Violent Proc right there. Like, we're not even surprised at this point. Like, Laura just doing that every single game. Missed the reset, but get the 2-turn silence onto the Okeanos. Bomb onto the Okeanos. No returning silence this time. Devaraya get a turn right there. Quickly get some attack bar from the monkey. Laura moving with skill 1, potentially sleeping, no sleep, but get another additional turn. And now she has everything available once again. That is crazy. Like, where's the cooldown for this unit? Here comes silence coming out from the Smicer. Oh my god, ERIC.B. I think that's not B, guy. That's just the icon of the Violent Rune, pretty much. Huge AoE debuff. Finally, the monkey from Mr. Chung is proving to be useful. Giant's Net coming out. Get everybody as well. Okeanos not gonna die. Oliver getting a turn too. 1 for 1. Proc for proc. It's not over yet for Mr. Chung. Segment looking for a target to reset. I think the Laura has full skill. Like, if Laura get a turn right now, it might be pretty bad. But all this debuff is prepping for Okeanos damage. And that's gonna be very bad for ERIC. More turn for the monkey. Monkey's moving once again. It's not over for Mr. Chung. Big AoE damage. Huge stun attack bar gain for Okeanos as well. Looking real good for Mr. Chung suddenly. He was the one being controlled, and now he's the one holding the control. And that might be GG unless a miracle moment for ERIC.B. The miracle moment was not here yet because he doesn't have any skill and he could not do anything. If that Devaraya had the AoE provoke, that could have been the biggest comeback of today's show. But nope, not today. Mr. Chung said no, reset onto Devaraya. And we're going to a game 5. Unbelievable comeback from Mr. Chung once again. All right, what's going to be the pre-ban for this round? Here we go. The pre-ban will be the Berghill and the Oliver. First pick for Mr. Chung. No more Oliver to open up with Oliver, Praha, and Segment. Is he going to switch to a cigar first pick here? What is it going to be for the ex-world champion? The pivot will be the cigar first pick, which means ERIC might be going for the Chandra and the Okeanos to take away the Chandra and to bring out a counter for this cigar. It's going to be Chandra. It's gonna be Okeanos. Will Mr. Chung go for a speed lead, or is he gonna lock in the good old segment and Praha that he has always been using? If he went for a speed lead, I don't think that's... Oh, he does have a backup, and that's gonna be the Water Twin Angel for Mr. Chung, and he might lock in either a Juno or a segment here. Nope, it's gonna be a Fire Bayak going for a turn 2 position against ERIC.B. Nope, gonna go for Gianna instead, which means he's calling for Heigang coming out for ERIC.B. Heigang is pretty good against the Water Twin Angel, Cigar, and Gianna combined, but Eric's gonna go for the Ciara and the Light Twin Angel for the turn 1 strip pushback and crazy bomb damage with attack buff. Will Mr. Chung lock in another speed lead and try to outspeed the enemy with a segment and do something turn 1? Or will he go for something entirely different like a Velajul in this position and a Chow? It's gonna be the good old trusty Praha once again for the AoE sleep, heal, and speed buff, and the Kitian Dasheng as well, because if Eric doesn't pick another AoE stripper, he's definitely gonna be in a lot of problem. But he could easily go for another AoE stripper here in the form of Wind Dark Robo, Heigang. Oh no, he's gonna go for the Ethna instead. Who needs strip when you can actually do real damage with the Ethna? So I think this is going to be a Water Twin Angel ban, and the Ethna and Okeanos is gonna stay to do a lot of single target work here. Maybe both Twin Angels are gonna get banned so that Eric can guarantee the turn 1, taking away the enemy speed lead. Both. Oh wait, hold. Nope. It's gonna be the Light Twin Angel getting banned and the Kitian Darshan getting banned out. So Eric believed that his Ethna is gonna go first and make stuff happen. But what if the enemy kind of between got a lot of control right there? That didn't seem like a good plan. But here we go. Ethna definitely gonna go first, and she's definitely gonna do some work. But is that gonna be enough to stop the Gianna from moving? What if he doesn't stun the Gianna? Big stun onto the Gianna, but that is not over yet. Water Twin Angel has the strip and the Cigar ready to move right after this. And which is going to be the target? The target is going to be the Ciara. Cigar moving after for the big strip reset. Can he get it done? He did get it done on the Okeanos. Could not get the attack bar down though. And right now Pra's going to get a turn as well for the easy speed buff and sleep on the enemy team. Not looking good for Eric. He got a turn 1 like how he wanted, but he couldn't do much with it. And remember, Gianna's skill is still available if she can get a turn, unless she can control here. But by who? Because this thing on Vio, it's not going to despair stun. Ethna doesn't have skill 3 yet, which means Gianna might be able to take a turn here, and that would be really bad for ERIC.B. And the target will be Gianna. The attack bar boost and also the heal from the Water Twin Angel is going to be more than enough to keep this Gianna alive, unless something really terrible happened, like a Violent Prop from Ciara, but that did not happen. Reset from the Wind Bison. And that's going to be onto the Chandra. Bomb stun available from Gianna. Who's going to be the target? Ethna or Ciara? The bomb's going to land onto the Ethna. Stun available for the entire enemy team. Beautiful stun on everybody. No procs yet. And now that Ethna's in a lot of trouble, that bomb could really kill her if she get any lower than this. Big provoke onto the Okeanos. A huge prop from Mr. Chung. Skill 3 from the Cigar is going to be available next turn. And that is going to be very impactful. Ciara not getting that turn that she needs. And right now, the Ethna's going to go down. Water Twin Angel with a cooldown reset and the attack bar boost available. Which one's going to go for? Going to go for the cooldown down onto the Gianna. Cigar's about to move with skill 3. This might be GG. Mr. Chung might have a biggest comeback of today's show. Press down. Nobody get to move. Bomb onto the Chandra. This might be it, guys. This might be it. The comeback will belong to Mr. Chung!